The most common limiting belief that I saw with all of my clients, literally every single client that I had in the month of December, this was the most common limiting belief, and it was, what if I do all this and it still don't manifest? What if I do all of this and it still don't manifest? This limiting belief, you guys, and this resistance that you feel with this question that you have is really just your ego mind's way of trying to protect you from the worst case scenario. That's it. It's really your ego mind's way of trying to keep you safe and trying to keep you in a box. And so because your ego mind feels like, this is risky, it feels like you're taking a risk, and risk feel like a threat to your nervous system. It feels like a threat to your conscious and logical mind. And when your body and nervous system feels that threat, your brain goes into like overdrive, trying to spit out thoughts and resistant beliefs and limiting beliefs to kind of keep you in this box and to keep you safe and to keep you in a space and in a reality that's comfortable for you, even though that's not the reality that you want to keep on experiencing, right? It's completely normal that you are having this limiting belief. You're not alone at all, and it's okay. It's not going to stop you from anything, because by the end of this video, you're going to be like, okay, I'm fine. I can do this. You literally cannot fail. The law of assumption is absolute. It's perfect. And it's working for you all the time. It's never not working for you. Even the assumption and the belief, the limiting belief that you can do all of this and it still not work, that's an illusion in itself, because literally the law of assumption says what you assume to be true will be true for you. What you focus on is what you're going to get more of. What you think about is what you are going to get, period. So even if you have manifested things that you don't necessarily want to manifest, right? But you've manifested it because you've been thinking about it, you've been holding on resistance to it. It only exists because you've had an assumption that it does or that it will, period. So literally understanding that manifestation is, and the law of assumption is absolute. It's perfect. It's literally like math. 1 + 1 is always going to be 2. So because you are focused on your techniques or just your mindset in general, making sure that you are thinking as the person or as the version of yourself who already has what they want, that those thinking patterns cannot produce anything other than your manifestation. Literally. The only thing that can stop you from manifesting what you want is you remaining in a state under a belief that says that this is faulty, or it's not going to work somehow, or I think there's like, people are leaving too much room for like, oh, but if I mess it up, there's a chance that it cannot work. There's never a chance that the law of assumption can't work. It's always working. It's just a matter of, are you working it in a way that works in your favor, or are you not? Are you focusing on things that you really don't want to create, but you're hyper focused on it, and because of that you keep creating realities and circumstances that you don't necessarily want? If you are manifesting money and you are affirming positive affirmations to yourself about money, if you are being and thinking as the version of yourself who has endless money, then that will be your reality. You can't have these consistent thoughts about money and manifest the lack thereof. It just doesn't work like that. Nor can you have lack thoughts about money and manifest abundance. It just doesn't work like that, right? So you literally cannot fail. So going back to the original question, or the original limiting belief of, what if I do all of this and it still doesn't manifest? I'm here to tell you that that reality and that question is an illusion. There's no possible way that you can do everything that you are supposed to do as a conscious creator and not get what you want. It's impossible to not get what you want if you are living in the end, if you are thinking from the end. You literally cannot fail. So I hope that with that knowing alone, that can instantly during this video just dissolve the belief altogether. Now, with all that being said, that doesn't mean that you won't still have unconscious trust issues, or that this limiting belief won't be somewhat still lingering in the background. That's okay. Because despite this limiting belief lingering in the background, your only job is to continue to put the law of assumption in practice every single day, and the more you put it in practice, the more you're going to experience your results in the 3D. And the more you experience your results in the 3D, the more you're going to believe in the law of assumption, and the more that limiting belief is going to dissolve. And the more you continue to put it into practice, the more you're going to experience results in the 3D. And the more you experience results in the 3D, the more you're going to have faith and trust in the law of assumption, and the more that limiting belief is going to dissolve. Right? So despite the limiting belief being there, your only job is to continue to put the law of assumption in practice and get your results. That's it. And the more you do that, the more you practice it, the more you are dissolving beliefs and limiting beliefs that no longer serve you. Period, point blank. So I hope this video was helpful. Please keep going. Do not give up. Don't let the idea or thought or fear of it not manifesting stifle you or hinder you from going after every single thing in this life that you want. Okay? Do it despite the fear. Do it in spite of the fear. Do it in spite of the doubt. Do it in spite of any negative feelings, thoughts, or emotions that you may experience while on this journey of being a deliberate creator. Do everything in spite of. See your results and continue that positive loop of reward system that you're creating for yourself. So I hope this was helpful. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Sending nothing but peace, love, and blessings. Happy manifesting.